Hi guys, Katie here. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a busy few months of thrifting. The summer months have definitely been fun and exciting, and I've been enjoying getting out to all of the local Goodwills and estate sales, and of course garage sales. It's been a little crowded, which has made it hard to record anything, but I did want to get a video up for you guys because the pickings have been good, and you guys always share in that excitement with me. So the first place we're going to head to is the Goodwill. It's right over the state line in Michigan. It's a little bit of a drive for me, but it's still one of my favorites because they haven't gone crazy yet with their prices. I know we've talked a lot about Goodwill really jacking those prices up, but this one still seems to be really reasonable, so it's one that I enjoy checking out because I can usually always find something or some things and not have to spend a whole lot. So on this trip, I did grab this pair of, it looks like maybe lithograph prints. They are signed. They are of it looks like a koi pond. They kind of have like maybe a Japanese art feel to them. Upon doing some research, these can be really valuable. So I did decide to grab these. They were only $2.99 each. I apologize, the lights create such a glare when I'm filming. But they were in good shape, so I went ahead and grabbed those. I don't think I'll be keeping these. I do think I'll be selling them. They don't match too much of my decor, but I really do think these are something that someone will enjoy. And for the price, I didn't think you can beat it. Also coming home with me is this dapper fella. This is just a print. It is not any original artwork. It's not a paint by number, but I just thought he was so handsome with his mustache and his hat. And for a couple of dollars, I decided to grab him as well. I priced him and put him in my vintage booth, and he is actually already gone. So I'm kind of kicking myself for not keeping him because there was just something super handsome about him. But he did make his way into my cart along with the two pictures, and you can see up next to each other, they really are pretty. Up next is this box of greeting cards. I love these. They are kind of boho plant starts in colorful vases. $2.49. Those came home with me. I've already used some of them. I think they're just precious. And then I also got, I think this was $2.99 or $3.99, this little magazine holder. My daughter had seen one at a shop for around $25 that she liked. And I told her, let's hold off and see if I can find you one. And sure enough, just a few days later, I spotted that one. So it came home with me, and it is now in her bedroom. This is the time of year I'm always looking for garden art and stuff for my back patio. I really love the metal section because you never know what kind of little tins and things that you can find, lanterns that end up being really cool for back patios. I didn't see a whole lot today. I'm also always looking for brass and sterling silver and silver plate. I'm sorry, can you guys hear? Usually it's the dogs going crazy in the background. Today it's the birds. But I did want to show you guys, there was this beautiful silver plate pitcher. They had a few dollars on it. I'm like, oh, this would look so gorgeous with flowers. I mean, $4. I could use it for a vase. I could use it for all kinds of things. But then I looked on the inside. I'm going to show you guys what I saw. And there was a dead spider. And I know what you're saying, Katie, just take the dead spider out. But once I saw it, I got so freaked out that I ended up leaving it on the shelf for someone else. I did find these. I don't know if you guys remember these. It was a little barber shop. They were people that you could put Play-Doh and they would grow Play-Doh hair. And then you could cut it. I did see those. I thought those were cute. I always like the old juice pitchers. I don't get a whole lot for these. If I can find them cheap at garage sales, I'll snag them. But they had a little bit more than I wanted to pay. You can see too that they are also selling all of their matching dishes in sets now, which I guess is a good thing. They had these old Laurel and Hardy glasses. Once upon a time, something like this I would have snagged up. They would have gone really quick. But it's kind of one of those things where a lot of people don't know who they are now. How sad is that? So I left those behind. I've been scouring the baskets because I'm always looking for things that I can use for storage or even plants that, even though they're fake, might look good in my decor. I didn't see much today. I did really think this dresser was pretty and the price was not bad on it. Um, I ended up leaving that behind, but I just wanted to show you guys so you can see kind of the things that you can expect at your local thrift store. They did have some great Afghans. These looked newer. My daughters really love the granny square Afghans, so I'm always keeping my eyes peeled for those. It looked like someone donated a bunch of, I think this is Cambridge glass in the swirl pattern. And this is another one of those items that once upon a time, people used to spend really good money on this kind of fancier glassware. They used to buy it for all kinds of things when people used to entertain a lot with that kind of stuff. I left that behind, but I did go ahead and grab, there was this package of paper kind of party tablecloths. The patterns were really cute, so I did end up bringing those home with me, probably for resale because 80s stuff goes really well. After this trip, I went ahead and swung over to the Animal Thrift. That is my local thrift store that shares profits with local animal rescues. And I did have a great day here. All of the kitchen items and linens were half off. So I ended up grabbing this vintage dish towel, also a vintage tablecloth. These were around $2.99 to $3.99 each, and then I got the discount on those. And then I got these rose napkins. It was only a set of 3 instead of 4, which I would have preferred, but I will still use these for crafting or decorating. I just love the old kind of cabbage rose pattern. And so those absolutely had to come home with me. I also got this really neat kind of hand stitched, it looks like, tablecloth, and it was floral. So I do love finding a good deal on the linens. They don't sell like they used to. They do still sell. And I'm a sucker for them, so I grab them. I also found this awesome chalkware bust. I have a whole china cabinet full of these. And even though he wasn't on sale, I still decided to go ahead and bring him home with me. They've really been putting a lot out. They get a lot of vintage at this thrift store. And for the most part, their prices are really, really reasonable. If something doesn't sell in an allotted amount of time, they do have a 75% off area. And they also run sales on Saturday that are pretty good. They did have some neat vintage dog figurines. Priced well, but not anything I could do a whole lot with. So unless I was buying these for myself, they weren't fantastic buys, but still very cute. They also had some neat bells. And the thing that I like about this thrift store is they group all like items together. It's just really clean and really well organized. I did grab this little box. I do love old boxes and old tins. This was probably a little powder or makeup box of some kind. And I loved the gold on it. It was $1.99, made in Japan. So I brought that home with me. I did love this piece of blue depression glass. You don't see blue a lot. You see the pink, the yellow, the green. Blue is not one that you see a lot. The price was good. It would have been discounted today, but I did end up leaving that behind. They had a bunch of silver plate. I checked it all out because I always look for sterling. I did not find any, but I did find this cute little turtle, and he has holes in his shell, and that is something you'd put toothpicks in for appetizers. So how cute is that? I thought he was just the sweetest, and he had his original box. And I thought that would be so cute for little parties and stuff like that. I'm always browsing the party supplies. This is where I get a lot of my greeting cards. This is where I get a lot of my decorations for things. They had these cute vintage dog toys. and they were Snoopy and the Peanuts characters. And I thought they were so cute. They did have a little bit of a higher price on these, pretty much for what they were selling online, anywhere from $5 to $8 each. But I did want to show those to you guys. I don't know if you've seen them before, but I just thought those were so charming. My dogs would tear those up in about 8 seconds. So I did leave those behind because I couldn't possibly do that to the Peanuts gang. And you can see they just had a lot of different knickknacks. Nothing else that really caught my eye terribly. It looks like that might have been a little Hummel bell. Hummels don't sell like they used to. Gosh, I wish they did because I've been coming across them. And these lady vases I thought were really cool, but I'm going to wait for those to go on sale. They're a little more than I would like to pay. They did have these cute Disney spice jars. I have never seen these before. Lennox made these, and apparently there is a huge set of them that I found online. They had these a little bit high, $8.99 each, which is about what they're selling for online. But I did find those super charming. I do love Disney stuff, and I have never seen these before. So you guys are going to have to let me know if this is something you've seen before. One of my super exciting finds is this little head vase. I have actually been watching one at a local antique shop. I think they had $16. Sorry, you guys, now the dogs are yawning in the background. But I just loved her. As you can see, she was priced a lot lower, so I'm going to use her to put plant starts in. I also got these old drink stirrers. These are great advertising pieces. People buy these and collect these online, which is the reason I always grab them when I see them. I also got this old Clue board game. It was incomplete. It was missing pieces, so you're probably thinking, why on earth would you buy it? But people buy old board games just for the board. They frame them and use them in decor. I actually went ahead and bought this for a couple bucks. I put the board in my booth. It's sold already. And then I'm going to use the cards and the other little pieces in crafting. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but the graphics on them were just fantastic. I love the old graphics on old board games. So this absolutely had to come home with me. I wish I could remember the price right offhand. I want to say it was maybe just $3 or $4. So I did go ahead and get that. And one more look at my little head vase. She now has greenery coming out of the top of her head, and she's absolutely charming. She has a few little nicks and cracks, but her imperfections just make her even more gorgeous. So that sums up my latest thrift. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a quick little shopping trip with me. Like and subscribe, and as always, I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. Happy thrifting!